Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves a Scrap, and I'm coming to you from Down Under today with May I Scrap Lift You, day number 13, and we are scrap lifting Helen Ding, and this is her amazing layout that I've chosen to work with today, and this is my result. And I really do apologise for my voice at the moment, everybody. I have got COVID and I'm struggling. I'm a little bit behind, but I will catch up. This here is my layout, and I have cut my title on my Cricut, which I'm going to put to the side and put together off camera in a little while. I've kept the negative because I'm going to use it as a stencil to build some interest to my layout, and I've gone along and I've pulled together a whole range of different bits and pieces that I'm going to incorporate into my layout. I've got some branding strips there with some sayings. I've got some little banners that I need to use like Helen has. I've collected together some printable tickets, which I'm going to tuck in behind and under. I'm really going to try and get through this without coughing, but I do apologise if I do in between. Alright, so I have these two photos. These were taken in January. I was out at Windsor and we were going through the mall, and I always like going through the mall out at Windsor. They have art always changing on their walls. Now, I just pointed out that in that artwork there's some fruit, so that's why I'm using that fruit piece of paper as the background there to mount my photos, just to tie it together. I'm going to use this striped one here as the circle. It's from Pink Fresh. I like Pink Fresh papers, it's nice and thick. And I like this one here that has the window frames because the theme of the page is street art, and that looks great because it's like all the windows opening up on the street. So using my Wild Honey Distressed ink, I am going to stencil in using the negative just lightly the word street art. Now it's meant to be an echo or a shadow behind the title, just to add a little bit of detail. I am using this stencil here to give like a dappled effect that you see in photos, but also to create the rounds with the circle in the center. At first I was just going to use the background as is, but of course I can't help myself. I need to have a border, and so what I've done is I've distressed inked it around the edge, and now I'm distressing it with the distressing tool. If you don't have a distressing tool, you can use your nails, or you can always use the edge of scissors. I'm cutting out the center of that striped paper, which I used to cut the circle, and that became my frame. I double mounted my photos, first on the grey, and then I've used the peaches in behind, and that gave it that lift and the orange colours. I'm putting in my banners in underneath the circle, and I'm putting them at alternate sides and layering. I don't want them to look like they're straight on top of each other. I just want to add an effect. With the tickets, I'm layering them in under the photos. I'm going to tuck some in behind the double matting, and then I'm going to do one in behind the photo. It's just a matter of lifting it carefully and placing it in place. I'm tucking the bottom ones all in under the double matting because my phrasing and things that I'm adding at the bottom will cover up anything that I had over the top anyway. So using foam tape, I've put up the title, but as you can see, I've gone back and inked it again so that it is there as a shadow, and it's not meant to be predominant, it's just meant to just blend in. Using those branding strips, they're really a great product, and they have great sayings on them, so don't get rid of them, just keep them to the side. You never know when you're going to use them. I never used to think that cut aparts would become a part of my regular usage on a page, but lately they seem to be what bolsters up my clusters and bolsters up my layouts. I have these three phrases here that I'm just adding in: inspire, create, and they just add that little bit extra in there. I'm handwriting my journaling to the bottom, just saying where we were, what it is, and how it inspires me. I really do love walking through and seeing street art. I used to always make the kids stop and have their photos. Now it's not so easy to get them to do it, so I make them take the photo of me. They seem to be happier with that than stopping it themselves. So I don't mind as long as the street art is recorded and I get to use it. I'm going to use my date stamper here to add in my date. This was in January, as I said, this year, so I'm just adding that down to the bottom corner, and that just lets me know when these photos were taken. So as you can see, I've layered everything up. I've got some inking in the background, some distressing of the papers, and now I'm just going to add in some nouveaux. Now normally I only do nouveaux into 3 spots, but it's always about the rules of odds, and when I'm looking at this, I just felt that the 3 nouveaux in 3 spots were a little bit not enough. So I've added in an extra 2, and you can see that I'm thinking where the 5th one's going to go in so that the eye is going around. So you can see that the 4 drag you around the photo, around the circle, and then I and ah where I'm going to put it, and I finally decide to put it down in the bottom of the journaling, and that will drag your eye down to that corner. So here's my layout that I've taken from Helen. I really like how it came together. I have had that paper sitting there for a while, and I was wondering what to do with it, and I'm glad that I saw Helen's. It inspired me to use it. I was going to use the B side, but I actually like that I've got these window frames on this layout. And you can see the clusters all there together. They all marry in nicely, and the photos just complement the colours of the page. So I hope something here has inspired you. There are some great people playing along in this May I Scraplift You hop. There's Helen's amazing layout that I copied. This is my take on it. If you liked something, don't forget to give me a like, and then go and follow all the girls playing along, looking up Helen's work. She's amazing. Helen Ding on YouTube and Instagram. Great layouts, great inspiration. And as you can see, this layout really does have a lot going for it. What appeared to be a simple layout actually has quite some detail to it, and I'm really impressed with how it turned out. So I apologise once again for my voice, not my normal voice, but thank you for sticking it out. Remember, I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap. If you like anything, give us a like. It lets YouTube know that you want to see more of our work, or mine in particular. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It keeps my station active. I'll always get back to any comment you leave. I am on Instagram under Kathy Loves to Scrap. Please check it out. That's where all my layouts end up, even those without a video. And I just want to thank you once again for stopping by today. Happy scrapping. Until next time.